guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emma. I'm a first year first grade teacher and this is classroom setup day 5. Okay, I need to catch you up. Today is July 21st. It's been several weeks since my last setup day. We are going back into my classroom today because yesterday I got my keys. If you haven't watched the rest of my videos, make sure you go do that. I have a playlist up on my channel of all my setup videos. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already. So I'm going in today because I can, because I have keys, and because I'm done nannying for the summer. So that's exciting. I feel like I'm finally able to kind of be in back to school mode. I did go in once in between the last day that you saw of setup and today, and I just didn't really get a lot of footage and it just wasn't in the best mood and I didn't get a ton done. I just kind of dropped a bunch of stuff off, filmed a few clips, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do this. So I will show you those clips right now. Okay, so we're in my classroom. We're back. I love it. She actually gave me quite a bit of things, which is awesome. I will show you this little kitchen area. That's so far what we've got. So I'll put some cards in here I have made, and then I have some papers in here that they can work on, and then the food, and then everything else is in here. So I took those crates away, but I think this just fits like perfectly and I love it. And I'm thinking about maybe putting, well, I was thinking about putting some seats here, but I don't know because I don't know where they would even go. She gave me these. I think maybe those will go there. Maybe this will go in my library. I don't know. I need to kind of change the way I was gonna do my dramatic play centers. So if you remember, I have one little area with this little IKEA white table, and then I have one area for my kitchen. And that's just not going to be enough. So, and I don't have room for there to be as many stations as I will need. So I'm going to have bins that they will take and they'll kind of make their own station. So like I'll have all the stuff for it. I just won't have a designated spot in my classroom for it, if that makes sense. My stations that I've made, those spots will still stay there, but I need to kind of sort through my bins and find the like stations. I don't know if I'm making any sense. For example, I have construction zone. So I'm going to put construction zone on this bin, and then inside this bin will be all of the things that I would have had at that center. And then when the students are designated to be at the construction zone, they just have to grab this bin and then find a spot around the room with it. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just gonna try to figure out all of that. I also decided that that's what I'm going to use these for instead of the helper 1 and helper 2. I think I'm just going to have, they use a junior teacher for the day, and I really liked that idea. So I'm just going to do that. And so I will have like this. So the station, and then the 2 people who will be at that station that day, if that makes sense. So this is what all of the like rotations are kind of looking like. They're not all labeled and they're not all full. So all they'll have to do if they're at construction zone over on the pocket chart is grab this bin that matches the label on the pocket chart and find a good spot with their partner. So that's done. I put these out, and I also put my seasonal books in there, and I like that. Oh, I added this rug. I put a couple scoop rockers here. What else have I even done? It's literally all I've done, and I'm about to leave. Since that video, a lot has happened, so that's why I kind of need to do this little intro to catch you up. First, I met with my first grade team 2 weeks ago maybe, and we kind of just hashed out the school year and like what I needed to be working on specifically and how I could be lesson planning and all that stuff. So that was super helpful. So I'm so glad I got to do that. And that kind of showed me some things that I needed to tweak, like my dramatic play centers, which is why I just showed you that clip, is because that's something that's a little different. And I kind of had to tweak that because of what they were telling me about it. So that's something I needed to change already. Then last night I watched our district's board meeting. I only watched it for 2.5 hours, and then it was 9:30. And that's my bedtime, so I went to bed. So I don't know what happened after that. I feel like nothing else happened, but they just kind of shared like the different plans that we could take, which I feel like a lot of districts are doing. Like we could do this, or we could be in this phase, or we could be in this phase. And so it just kind of showed what each phase would look like. I really feel like just from the way they were talking that we won't be online, we won't be remote. I think we're gonna do either just normal in person, or we're going to do hybrid where we like switch days. And then parents will have the option of doing remote learning. But I do not feel like the way that it was going, we will do online learning. I don't know how I feel about it. Honestly, I think anything that we do, I'm going to be upset with because it's not normal. And I feel like if you're a teacher, you probably are understanding what I'm saying. Like, no matter what they do, I'm upset, I'm sad, like I feel like I missed out. So I anticipate being back to school. If I anticipated us being remote, I probably would just kind of halt everything I'm doing with my classroom and try to prepare more online stuff, but I don't feel like that's the case. I still do not have specific modifications that I need to make to my classroom. I've gotten a lot of questions and comments about that and what our COVID plan is and how I'm using tables and how I have a rug and how I have a library. It's because I don't have anything given to me yet. I don't know. Also, holy cow. 1, thank you for your responses on all of my setup videos so far. Can't believe that. 2, I touch my face all the time. I know I talk with my hands and I do this and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't notice any of that stuff. And then I edit them like 2 weeks later and I'm like, oh my gosh, Emma, stop. So sorry. I think I'm going to have a quick breakfast. It's about 7:45. And then I'm going to get moving to school. All right, we are back. So a kindergarten teacher is actually like purging a bunch of stuff. And she gave me a couple things. I might still go through and find some more, but I'm out of breath. I want to show you the 2 things I just got from her, what I'm so excited for. So the first thing is she gave me this, and so I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna replace it with this because I didn't love the purple, so I'm gonna try this, even though it's a little bit bigger. Then I got this easel, which I'm super excited for. So this will be for one of my dramatic play centers. They'll grab that. I've got lots to do. I think first I'm gonna clean this off and see if I like it there. I definitely like this better. I could paint it. I had a lot of people say, why don't I just paint this white or black? But guys, I'm lazy. That's too much. I like this a lot better. I feel like it just goes so much better. So I'm super happy about that. So I'm gonna stick this in the hallway. I think then I'm gonna put all of my book boxes up in here and kind of situate that. I went to Target on the way here and they finally had erasers, which they have not had these for months. This is like my behavior management system. They each have those little gray snack containers from the Dollar Tree, which are in their over the door like shoe organizer, and these are like the points that they get. So it's kind of like a reward, and then they can like buy things every Friday. So like I have rewards for flexible seating, I have lunch with the teacher. I just wanted to get like this filled, so I got these cute little dinosaurs. Also, I'll put who inspired me to do this right here, but she does it like she changes it for each season, which is so cute. Why am I opening this? This is the worst way possible. She changes them for the season, and that would be great, but we're going simple. Then I got this with pizza and French fries, which I think is so fun. I got these little popsicles. I got some sports balls. Oh man, I'm getting full. Okay, I lied. Maybe I will change them seasonally. I got these little rocket ships. And I got these little unicorns and rainbows. Okay, I think I just decided that I actually am gonna do these seasonally just because I have enough. I didn't think I was going to, and that's why I wasn't gonna do it, because I was like, I didn't want to have to keep buying them, but I think I'll have enough to kind of just do them a couple different times. Is this project really that productive for me to be working on right now? No, but it's fine. Sorry, the lighting's not good. I turned off all my overhead lights because I'm getting a headache. So now I'm gonna go through all the books that I got and just kind of figure out where I want to put them. Okay, so one thing that's really nice is now that my setup videos are starting to go up, I'm getting comments on like some suggestions, and so I've kind of been tweaking a little bit. Let me just show you the things that I've done so far. The main thing that I have done is I have swapped these. So originally my cool down spot was here and my art area was here. somebody commented and said, one, that the cool down spot should be more secluded, which I thought it was kind of back in a corner, but it is next to a sink and a cabinet, and that makes sense. And then also that the art area should be next to the sink. And I got this easel from that teacher today, and I thought that it does make a lot of sense for that to go next to the sink, especially because this is probably going to be like a painting area. So that is now there. Put 2 scoop rockers right here, just so, I don't know, you guys. I'm just kind of like stumped by these centers. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put all my dramatic play stuff that does not fit in these bins right here, so they can grab the bin. If there's anything additional they need, they can come here, and then they can go find a spot, like the stuffed animals for the vet clinic or papers or whatever, that can be here too. It's kind of what I'm thinking, just to make it a little bit more flexible, but let me know if you have any suggestions. I do want to talk more in depth about all of these at some point. What else? I think that's it. Still no U-shape table, but that's okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my line spots here, which makes me nervous because I don't know how it's gonna work, but we are going to try. Okay, here's what they look like. Honestly, if you look at them up close, they look really, really bad because I literally just used like packing tape, and I don't care because one, I'm not a perfectionist and it doesn't matter, and two, they're literally just gonna be standing on them, so I don't really care. Hopefully they're spaced out far enough. I also only have 17 kids, but I went all the way around to 24 because I thought that if we have to do hybrid, we could maybe do like every other line spot just to spread out a little bit better. I moved my rug here. Let me show you why. This is what this looks like. And I just thought the rug was too much. And I thought if they like paint here, I don't want them to get paint on my rug. I grabbed these 2 lap desks from a teacher. They're so old and dirty, but they're cleaned up, they're fine. But these 2 stools here, don't know. And then, let me show you what else I snagged. I moved the white table to down here, and I grabbed these 2. They're cheap and old, and they were very dirty, so I cleaned them. But I thought this would look or go really well right here. And maybe even like that chair could go on any side, it doesn't matter, but like I just kind of liked this because then it kind of makes this a complete space. I have the food still right here. I'm not really sure where to put it, so I just kind of tucked it, and I made sure that there was plenty of room to come out of the bathroom, and everything else is in those cabinets. So there's that. I added these. They are from the Target dollar spot. I did put down my set spots just to kind of see. We'll see. I'd really like to keep my rug if they let me. I thought about getting little like carpet squares and using that, but I really just would prefer this, so we'll see if they let us. And yeah, that's about it. I've just been doing a bunch of little projects. Let's look at my to-do list. Let's see. So I can't do my math toolkits until I grab some more pencil boxes, and then these, I don't know why I even wrote that. Let me show you what I meant. So I got these pencil bags from my Amazon wish list, and what my plan is right now is I would really like to use these as their individual supplies. So I've got all my book bins out. They will have their like clipboards, notebooks, books, which they won't have that many books, so that will all go in there. And then what I'm thinking is I have a little bin, and no, they are not matching with my room, but I got these for free, so they're gonna work. But I got a bin at each table, and what I'm thinking is they each have one of these. They can pick out maybe which color they want, and then they I'll put a name tag on the inside of the pouch pocket, and then they will store like pencils, scissors, crowns, anything honestly that will fit in here, glue sticks, all that stuff, because it can't be shared in here. And then like each table's little bin will hold all of the pencil pouches for that table, if that makes sense. So then if I do that, all of their stuff has a place. So all of their like supplies, like pencil supplies will go in that pouch, which will be stored at their table still. And then, but it's easier to access. Like these book bins are great, but I really want like pencils and scissors and markers and glue and things that they will need to access more in an easier spot to grab, like in the middle of their table. Even though we can't share and have community like table supply caddies, I thought this was kind of a way to modify that. And they still have their own, but it's still like in the middle of their table since I don't have desks. So we'll see if that works. I don't think there's anything else for me to do today. I think I'm gonna go home. It is 1:45, and I think I'm gonna head out. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching today's setup vlog. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up so that more people can see these videos. Subscribe if you are not already, and make sure you follow me on Instagram because Instagram usually knows first. I think that's it. I will see you in the next setup video. Bye, friends.